everyone, and welcome to another 3 from the Grave video with me, Angela of Morbid Heart Designs. Today I'm bringing you a little bit of my style from my YouTube channel. I am an artist. I like to do cutesy horror art, or art in general, and I like to talk about horror movies. So I'm bringing that flair over here today as we talk about Slender Man. For a quick breakdown of who Slender Man is, Slender Man was created as an internet Photoshop contest creation in 2009, and it has literally taken on a life of its own, becoming an urban legend. It was created by Victor Sergey, or Serge, I'm not sure the pronunciation, but that's the information I have. Basically what he did was create news articles and old-looking photos with Slender Man incorporated into different scenes with kids involved. And a lot of people decided to take on their own take, literally taking over the internet. He's become webcomics, indie videos, games, fan art, there's Creepypasta, wiki, a full-length movie, and even a documentary. And I want to talk about more of the documentary and how it has inspired a particular question in my brain. This documentary focuses on the true crime of an attempted murder of a little girl by 2 of her friends who believed Slender Man wanted them to actually kill somebody. And by killing somebody, they would earn a place in Slender Man's house. I do recommend this documentary if you're interested in Slender Man, if you like true crime, you'll like this documentary. It was very well done. It does open up a lot of questions, and this video can go so many ways. Like, it could be an hour-long video on discussion. But I want to just talk about one thing. The first time I'd watched this movie, I hadn't seen the Slender Man movie itself. I had no interest based off the reviews, and if you want to know my thoughts on that, follow my own channel. I will be doing a review of that towards the end of this month if you're interested in my thoughts on that movie. I did watch it for preparation for this video because I felt it was a very important component to the big burning question: is it ever too soon, or is it ever okay to make money off of a tragedy or an almost tragedy, as this documentary focuses on? I think as fans of the horror genre, it is something important for us to consider and think about in the movies we choose to watch, support, and give our money to, because money votes, money speaks. This has been something very challenging for me to work through and fully think through. I've literally been thinking about this movie for months. Like, I watched this in February. It is September at the time of recording. This movie, this thought has been percolating in my brain for months. I love horror. I love this genre. But where is the moral ground of where it's fictional and it's okay, it's not real? When does it cross, or where does it cross over when real life situations are involved? The families of the 3 girls involved in this situation brought up this question, not necessarily the way I phrased it, but in a way that makes you really think. And I do remember when this movie came out that there were news articles, the families was asking people to not go to the movies, to not support it. But the Slender Man movie itself didn't even focus on this particular situation. It purely focused on the Slender Man character. But there are other movies out there that do focus on the tragedy or alter the tragedy, but not in a respectful way to the victims or the families of the victims. And it really makes me question the moral stance. There's a particular movie that came out this year that I don't want to say their name or even give the description of it, because I have seen so many other movie channels here on YouTube get their video copyright claimed or anything like that, just for mentioning how poorly done this movie is and how shitty they handle a real life murder. And I've heard of other movies coming out that are going to be depicting real life crimes that have honestly given me nightmares, made me completely uncomfortable and heartbroken about the actual real life torture that some of these victims have gone through. And I am personally disgusted that they even want to make a movie out of the particular situation. I know a lot of you come here for the fun nature that is typically our videos, so I am sorry if this question if this video is a downer in any way, but I do think it is an important question, and I would love to hear your thoughts, as I am still torn as a horror fan. When it's okay, if it's okay at all, where do you draw the line? And I would love to hear your thoughts as fellow horror movie fans. Have you ever thought of this question? What is your thoughts? I would love to know and have a conversation below. Personally, right now, I think I'm going to have to leave it as a case-by-case situation, as most horror movies are not based off of real life, and that is part of their enjoyment. But I think it is an important thing to think about and consider, given that there are more movies being made recently that do pull from real life crime, murders, attempted murders. It's something I think we all need to make on our own individual level where we stand on. With all that being said, from my dark heart to yours, have a wonderful day, and please don't die before our next video. Wait, is that movie Massacre?
Took my balls, Slender Man.